Hi, and welcome to Shush the Talk Show. Did you know that when you watch the ads that pre-roll in completion before the episode, it helps us generate funding for our show? If you like what we do and you'd like to support us, please subscribe and share the channel with everyone you know. You can also continue learning about the subjects that we discuss by reading our column in the Sunday morning newspaper.
When you come from a country like Sri Lanka especially, porn is the start of sexual education.
Yeah.
So then I started delving into porn. I was just like, okay, guys masturbate, so
Why can't I use my fingers?
Yeah, exactly.
I have this rebel in me who says,
Give me the porn!
No.
not yet.
Because guys tend to discover their sexuality when
Much
they're young.
earlier, yeah.
So they bond on that also when they're much younger.
Why shouldn't women be allowed to watch porn? Why shouldn't women be allowed to talk about porn? Hi, welcome to the show. We are in this really cool, nice little private space today. It's a place called Color You, and it's a really cool vibe here. So Color You is in Nugegoda on the Navala Road. They've dedicated this space to anyone who wants to use it for things like wellness workshops and sessions and classes, and it's very quiet, it's very private, it's very intimate, and you can bring in a team of 10 to 15 people and have your little workshops and sessions here. Today we're going to talk about something really fun. It's going to be a naughty, irreverent, little bit of a rebellious conversation. We're talking about the thinking wow wow. We're talking about porn. So I'm really happy that without much difficulty we had two ladies who were willing to cover the show and talk about it. So we have Christina, who everybody knows,
No.
right? She's
Yes.
like this movie star and like this hottie model and who's been like out there.
Sorry, I can't keep a straight face.
And we have Bhavna, who's a journalist. I work in advertising, right? And in an agency, in a past employer, at a past employer. I went to one of my male colleagues' computers because I was looking for a job file that I was trying to, get some documents. He had a folder of fairy tales, right?
Oh.
So he the folder was called Fairy Tales, right? And then, so, I love Disney. I'm like a total fairy tale nut.
Oh, no.
So like I opened this folder and there was like Cinderella, Snow White, and I thought this is really strange because this man is like,
Cinderella,
he's
Snow
he's quite old. He was
Old,
much older
yeah.
than me and he had a family. I also went and clicked, and then my God, it was Snow White with 7 dwarfs, but it was not the fairy tale that I had been used to. Right? When I kind of pulled him up and I was like, "Chike me muhad mein main office ke computer ke daagne thi," and he was like, "Yeah, so what's big deal?" And all the other guys also were like, "Yeah, ho, hey, you got this, can I have Cinderella?" And it was so open and out there. But with women, you say the word porn, it's like die.
Yeah,
Why?
Pretty much. Right. I think it's got a lot to do with how we're brought up, pretty much. So as a girl, you're told that doing certain things is good, doing certain things is bad. So this obviously falls under the bad category,
Yeah.
right? And even when it comes to exposure as well, it's quite limited, I have to say, because guys tend to discover their sexuality when
Much
they're young.
earlier, yeah.
So they bond on that also when they're much younger, right? So they exploit and all that. Women, I mean, there are some women I know that don't enjoy sex.
Yeah.
It's a
you know,
task.
it's a task for them.
But that's because you're not conditioned to look at sex as something that is pleasurable.
It's just something that's happening to you.
Yeah, and it's anyway chicane against Sanskriti,
yeah.
and it's so there's that whole element of shame that you
Yeah,
attach
shame
to
is-
it, right?
That's true.
Okay, so to be like very honest, I don't indulge in watching porn.
Okay. But you've done like okay, so
Not
this not
done.
porn. You have not done porn. She has not done porn. Okay.
Let me
but
explain this. I've done a movie in which I was topless, there was nudity, and there was a sex scene, but obviously we didn't have sex on set.
Yeah.
There was no man around when we shot it.
Okay.
It was just supposed to be me and the camera and me faking like an orgasm.
Okay.
And basically, after this movie came out, there were a lot of people who came and said, "Oh my God, so brave! You've done something for Sri Lankan cinema that no one has ever seen before." And then I also got the messages saying, "Ado Pattavesi, change your life."
Yeah.
Like, what's your husband doing?
I know that you've also done like some artistic nude shoots and stuff,
Yes.
tastefully nude stuff,
Yes.
right? But where I don't, a lot of women in Sri Lanka especially can't make the distinct difference between art and pornography,
The
right?
way
So they
I
see it
would-
as the same thing.
No, the way I would like the class distinction here would be porn is basically just highlighting the sexual aspects. Art, on the other hand, is where you use the sexual aspects to drive a larger message through. So, with reference to the photography, Natalie Soisa and I,
Yeah.
we basically did a series of photos where I was topless, and we projected articles on me that talked about how women should behave. So that in our way was like kind of, fuck you, you can't tell me how to behave.
Yeah.
You can write the articles, but I will use my body the way I want to use it.
Right.
So even with this movie, everyone congratulated me about the movie until they actually realized what the scene was, and then they're like, "Oh my God, she's brought shame to our family," and it's a good thing that her father isn't alive to see this.
Researching for this episode, I learned so much more about pornography
Yes.
than I have ever known. I was wondering, where have I been for 40 years of my life? What is this shit? And
Wait, did you like what you found out?
no, here's the thing. I was very uncomfortable with it. I'll be
Yeah, okay.
straightforward, right? But at the same time, just because I'm uncomfortable with something doesn't mean that the whole universe has to
be,
you
yeah.
know, be as much of a prude as I am.
Yeah.
Now, when I was researching for this, so what I wanted to see was what are the statistics, or what are the laws, or what is, you know, what applies to Sri Lanka when it comes to pornography. And me being in feminist movements, there are other narratives that I have been pushing about the dangers of porn,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of what it does for women and all. But when I typed Sri Lanka plus porn on Google,
We are
But
one
that's
of the
not
highest.
specific enough.
no, it's not even the statistics that come out, it's all the sites.
Oh wow!
And
Is
like
this
general
local
search.
productions.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and homemade porn and stuff. And then I was, so this is last evening, I was like,
Your mama does not want to look at your search history today.
and I'm like, what? And I'm like, what is she doing? Oh my god! But you're like, you watch porn.
Yeah, now, well,
Okay.
so what happened was my first introduction to porn, it was kind of shoved in my face by one of my classmates. That was a bad experience for me because I didn't want to watch that, right? I didn't want to look at that point in time, and I was just like, ew, and then I stopped. So after that, I didn't even delve into it or, you know, watch any porn until I think I was about 24, 25. So then I started delving into porn. I was just like, okay, you know, guys masturbate, so
Why can't I use my fingers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I hadn't explored that side very well, you know, like
Okay.
to the point of orgasming.
Yeah.
So this kind of helped me in that sense. And oh my god, like the variety, the amount of stuff you can learn about your own sexuality
Okay.
while watching porn.
So there are certain things that happen in the pornos that I have now been exposed to, that it's more about the man's visual pleasure, right?
Then the woman.
You see a woman doing all this stuff and the camera is constantly on her, and it's like, it's all about from a viewer's point of view what he is doing to her. And do you find that stimulates you in
But there's
terms
different
of
kinds of porn.
Yeah,
no?
and I think let me just ask you a question. Aesthetically speaking, what is
Definitely
better?
women are aesthetically
That's the
better
thing.
looking.
That's
Definitely.
the thing. That's the thing. So that's there. Like I remember when I first started watching, I didn't really want to I didn't watch the blowjob part of the
I mean,
video.
yeah, you don't really
that
wanna
did nothing for me, honestly. But after a while, I realized that it was not just the fact that she's blowing him and therefore it's for his pleasure. It's more or less like, okay, she wants to blow him, and therefore, you know, that that could like kind of you
Okay.
know,
Do some- yeah.
do something for you.
All right.
Because,
When you think of porn in a spiritual sense, it's a bit of a drawback. Porn, unfortunately, is one of the things that hinders people's spiritual progress, and I think that's why there's a taboo to it as well, because it gives unrealistic expectations on what a man should be like, how he should perform in bed,
Or what a woman should
or
be like.
exactly
More
what a
than the
woman-
man, right?
Yeah. And when you come from a country like Sri Lanka, especially where we don't have proper sex ed, porn is the start of sexual education.
Yeah.
that's true.
So that's the biggest problem with pornography, as I see. Not the fact that there are two consenting adults who want to like get laid. It's the fact that it sets the table for unrealistic expectations. Then what happens? These young teenage boys, because as we know, women don't really indulge. These young teenage boys look at a woman like with double D tits and like this super ass. They don't take into consideration that there's makeup to cover the stretch marks and the cellulite and angles and all of that. They meet their first girlfriend who they get married to, because that's what Sri Lanka is about. And then what happens is they like have sex with their wife on the first night, and then they don't see the double Ds, they see the cellulite, they see the stretch marks, and then they start looking into other pastures for better sex.
Yeah. So then, therefore, my discomfort with porn is that whole thing of, okay, fine, say Sri Lankan girls don't understand sex anyway, right? And they are naturally brought up to be uncomfortable with the subject. But also, pornography gives men a sort of a sense of entitlement to demand that whoever their partner is behave like something on that screen, right? As much as it might be enjoyable to a lot of people to watch this whole thing of, no, you're supposed to writhe around and do all this, and you're supposed to behave like that porn star did, because he is not able to derive any pleasure out of his sexual experience because it's not equal to what he watched.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I get what you're saying, like
Yeah.
completely. But the issue is now, if you they're looking at it differently. I'd say just like a movie, right? You watch a movie, you know that stuff's not real.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at porn differently?
But don't you think women actually expect romance to be like the movies,
Exactly.
right?
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind
true.
of
That's
unfair on
true.
guys
That's
also because they are expected to be like Prince Charming and
that's
do
true.
all of
That's
this.
true.
Because
So it works both ways
Yeah.
then.
Thing
So-
with porn
Yeah.
is that.
their benchmark is porn. But do you find, okay, since you watch porn and since
Yeah.
you get off on it and stuff like that if you're in an intimate relationship, would you expect the man to perform like you, like would you get that same pleasure?
Get the same. Well, so it's two different things, right? For me, porn is something I use to satisfy myself just when I want to kind of,
Have a release.
have a release, basically calm. But having sex is, I connect with the other person. It's different. It's not like this, oh, okay, just,
Bang,
fucking or like, yeah.
I'm on the fence. Is porn a good thing or is porn a bad thing? Simply because there are young girls, women who have been victimized by the porn industry because of the demand it has. And like again, the kind of pornography that you get out there, that more and more men are sort of seeking is violent or aggressive, or and even these Sri Lankan things, right? When I was watching, and you get the comments, and those comments are just they're traumatizing to read for me, because it was like they were and I'm trying to put it in very nice subtle ways, but they were basically saying, you should be attacking her, it should be more brutal, it should be more this, you should be more that. But the fact that is what they find pleasurable, that is what they're seeking. And then again, when I was reading up on articles, it was saying like most men, when they in Sri Lanka, when we have been number one in the search for porn and sex online,
now.
right? Yeah, like I mean, Sanskruti, we don't do sex, no? But most of them in surveys have answered that what they look for is gangbangs or rapes or things like that.
But one positive thing though, I think, I don't know if this is a weird way of looking at it, but like you said, okay, so you were talking about the keyboard warriors where these guys are saying, attack her more, this and that. Do you think, I personally think, if they're actually feeling that way, this is a safe outlet?
Okay.
Rather than, so you'd rather have this outlet and kind of satisfy yourself this way where you're not
Then
harming anyone
But
directly.
isn't that giving a rise to, and again we're talking about the guys here, but
Yeah.
that's also, I feel like that gives a rise to guys who make porn to go and, you know, victimize women
Yeah, that's why I said directly
deliver
it
that-
doesn't
that
affect them.
product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indirectly it does.
Yeah,
that's
so it's
true.
it's not necessarily always acted, scripted acted. I mean, horror movies, you sign up to act in a horror movie to get killed, but that doesn't mean like, you know, they're going out and killing people to
Exactly.
make a movie. But in the case of the porn industry, sometimes that happens, right? The trafficking and the victimization happens. So that's why I'm on the fence. But on the other side, I have this rebel in me who says,
Give me the porn.
No.
not yet, but maybe I'll get
Yet. That's good.
That's good.
positive.
Yeah, that's positive.
And
Maybe.
she thought
Maybe.
about
That-
it.
that- that's
Might be.
because of everything that's been put in my head from the time I was little, you know, that whole Catholic guilt about shit, you know, what is, you don't talk about these things. But maybe, I don't know. But the rebel in me is actually saying, why shouldn't women be allowed to watch porn? Why shouldn't women be allowed to talk about porn? Why shouldn't women just be allowed to be as free about the fact that they have their fantasies and they can fulfill them? You're just like every man out
But
there.
the thing
who's
is this.
no problem about saying that he
Yeah,
watches porn.
No, but the
with
thing is,
women, it's
I
like, no.
think, I feel like in my experience, we women are allowed to talk about all of this, but please don't expect people to react to you in a positive way.
I don't think we are allowed to talk about it. I read that in 2010 they had done this massive crackdown on porn and 83 porn stars had been arrested.
Oh, here local.
And the fact that we had 83 porn stars was like an eye opener for me. Like I didn't know we had 83 porn stars.
No, as in like porn stars, like
porn
actually,
stars, so they are like
yeah,
adult entertainment actors.
That's their career.
Yeah, so
Like,
they had been actually hunted down because of that's what
Their
they
job
do.
and-
But I've only known about like 2 or 3 names. I didn't know we had 83 porn stars in the country.
That was in 2010. Now 10 years
in
later.
2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but there are lots of, again, what I'm seeing is there are lots of kids getting into this now with the homemade porn situation, with the whole Insta fame culture.
Yeah, so that's where the problem
Yeah.
has to be curbed. We had so many reporters come to the house to do interviews with me, and some of the questions I was asked is, if you did a scene like this, does this mean you are open to cheating on your husband?
What?
Okay.
So like, you
Why are
know,
they even drawing that sort of? Where is that line?
because not many women in Sri Lanka take their
So
top off
yeah,
for a
so
movie.
the tendency to think that, okay, so she did this for the world to see, so why wouldn't she, you know, be free about her sexuality or her sexual life, I guess.
When the reporters came to the house and they saw what my life was actually like, where I'm washing bums and taking care of
Yeah.
these dogs, and you have like
Yeah.
a typical housewife who's like, oh, I have to sort out food for my husband and children, so we interview open. They can't connect the two.
But that's also interesting that you said that, because I watched a documentary on the other side of porn. It wasn't a Sri Lankan documentary. I don't know what the Sri Lankan situation is, but it was this following the lives of these women who are porn stars in America, and their ordinary lives are absolutely ordinary. You know, off camera they're just moms, wives. You know, they have their whatever their
Partners
stable
and
partners,
everything,
and you couldn't even tell that, you know,
She's a porn star.
that she's a porn star. And then this is a job, as far as they're concerned. This is a job, and it is a job that they sign up for willingly and voluntarily. And I mean, so then I have absolutely no problem about this game of creating fantasy, right? Do you know, I was asked to be in
porno?
Oh,
yeah,
really?
twice.
Oh,
At least I have bragging rights there. Yeah, so
Whoa.
the first, yeah. No.
Yeah, do
so-
tell.
So one was the last person on earth also that they should be asking. So one was because I do stage theatre, right?
Yeah, she can act more, so she'll be super
No, so I was in this production of a streetcar named Desire.
Okay.
And I played the role of Stella, and there was one scene where I had to be in a kind of a negligee. It was like it's a love scene and all of that, and we didn't do anything on stage. They knocked the lights off to give the
the
impression
impression.
that
That
okay,
you're
these two
doing
people are in
something,
bed and all, but I was wearing this night dress.
Oh, the scandal! How could you?
My goodness. But after the show, so people used to come backstage after the show to congratulate the actors on the performance and all. There was this guy who turned up, came backstage after one of our matinee performances, and said, "Oh, you were very good," and I said, "Thank you." And he's like, "I'm actually a film director, and I would love to cast you in a movie I'm trying to do." So then my ego was also like blossoming
yeah,
there, thinking,
yeah.
"Oh, movie, me?" Like, "Oh, stop." Okay. And so then he was like, "Can I take a few shots of you now?" Right?
your negligee?
No. So
Okay.
I was in a
Different outfit.
different outfit because the scenes had changed, So I was like, okay, because I have done commercials and all that, right? So they
The
come in.
screen test,
He's
yeah.
like, can I take some shots of you? I was like, okay. And I like, this was backstage, the general area. And he was like, can we go into your dressing room and do the
What?
photographs? So I was like, no, Bill, this rehearsal room has a white wall and all. He's like, no, I need you to take your clothes off.
Like what?
And I'm looking at him like, so that bubble is like pop.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I say,
Wow.
excuse me, for what? And he's like, then he tells me, it is for artistic erotica. Like, anime. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And then he was just like, but why? Like, I think you looked the right part and all that. So this,
No, but it-
I was screaming inside like, get out, get out, get out.
At least they had a script. Now for me, what has happened is I've had people call and say, then api movie ekak karanna yana. And then again, I'm like, yes, second movie. And I get into my lardy land. Like,
But then they stereotype for this one
oh,
kind.
and then they say, script එකක් නම් ලියලා නැහැ. ඒත් ඒකේ mood scene එකක් තියෙනවා. නංගි ඇවිල්ලා කරනවා නේද?
Oh my
And
god.
I'm like, no. And they're like, hey, බෑ කියලා කියන්නේ නංගි. They're like, nangify you, which is.
So that's like you start becoming just recognized for.
And then when
And
I
the tone, right?
No, it's the tone, like
Oh
nangi,
my
like
God.
demeaning. And then when I've talked to people about this, some people are like, dude, take it and exploit the shit out of that market. You will make money because they're not. But what's the point? I think in a way by doing a movie like this and being given a platform and a voice to talk about sex, I might have been able to change like two people's opinions about sex where it shouldn't be something that's done to a woman but done for a woman
Or with.
or
In
with
consensually,
yeah,
yeah.
but with consensual. And I think in some ways there has been like a bit of a positive reaction because there are so many students from the university in arts program who have written to me and told me that it has changed how they look at sex. But then you also get like I said, pattavesi.
Do you feel like you have to perform in a certain way after the porn influences
Like
you?
I said, it's very separate for me.
Yeah.
It's like two different things. It's just categorized this way and that. And lucky for me, I think my partner also doesn't feel
Yeah.
that way either, because he's very he understands that, so he obviously
difference,
watches
yeah.
porn, right? And he understands that there is a difference, exactly, that is not real. We kind of send each other porn videos, okay, so this is, I kind of like this, this kind of got me off
And you
today.
haven't tried anything that you
And-
see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's done. Like it really kind of helps well in your sex
So
life also.
okay, so you've not found like to try and fail miserably kind of.
Oh yes, the Kama Sutra.
because the okay.
No, that stuff is bullshit.
But no, but
that's
dude,
bullshit.
no,
Have you
but
seen the positions?
there are some
There's
of it-
one where girls she's playing a violin and
Obviously,
what is that?
No, but the thing is stuff like that is obviously not a literal representation. It's supposed to be a metaphorical representation. But yes, I have
Oh,
tried.
is it really?
Yes. I have unfortunately tried one or two poses in the Kama Sutra.
And it's like not all that it's made out to be.
Well, you kind of have to have a certain level of like flexibility
Flexibility.
and like sportiness to do it. So, why is the world's oldest
Scripture
why is
or doctrine
the,
on sex.
Yeah, doctrine on sex complicating it so much. Yeah. So the Kama Sutra is okay. Why is porn not okay?
But why can't porn be like intellectually stimulating also?
I think maybe that's when it'll be more appealing to women.
Maybe.
Probably.
No, but I think it'll have to be more emotional to like
Emotionally,
appeal
yeah.
to it.
So
Because if you
intellectually.
think about it.
It's very physical, very visceral.
What are those
no?
books? 50 Shades of Grey and
50
all that.
Shades of Shit.
Okay, it's not.
Okay, I'm sorry,
I agree.
that's my fault.
I had
I
fun
disagree.
reading it. I had so much fun
No,
reading
okay,
it.
I read it because the whole world was talking
I did
about
not
it.
fall into
Yes,
the peer
yes.
pressure and read it. I just thought.
But
no.
I read it before I knew what it was about. Everybody was talking about 50 Shades of Grey being like amazing and all of that, and all these women's programs and all that overseas programs that I was seeing was like, oh my god, 50. So I like to read. I'm like a bit of a book lover. So I did read it, and then I was like,
No, her writing's shit. Yes,
Exactly.
cannot write.
So
She
that
can't write.
pissed me
Dude,
off.
Did you
That
read all
pissed me
3
off.
books?
Yes.
Okay, so did you see
I'm
how
like
her
hoping
writing
the next
style...
one is going to be a little better written, but no.
No, her writing style does progress. I feel like she learned through that, but she was still shit.
No, but the thing
No,
is,
it was like
not stuff.
I just went into counting how many times the inner goddess was mentioned.
I had no idea how many times it was mentioned, but the fact that she's used the term inner goddess in the book is like cringe. But the reason why I brought this book up is because, I mean, like, yeah, from what I can understand, she's like written quite pornographic material, and women are okay with it. And you know why they're okay with it? It's because it's done in an emotional setting where they're also playing that feelings game as well, and then they're also doing all of that. So I think, in my opinion, like, for me, it's the chase as well as the conquest.
How do women in porn continue to have those jobs and then have vaginas that continue to look like it's the first
Dude, they
time?
get sewn. They like
What?
There are certain procedures that they do in order to tighten it down.
Because like
Wait,
I'd
is that female
expect.
circumcision though? You sewing
It's
it?
not female circumcision.
That's not female.
And
Female
that's what they do in
circumcision
Vegas.
is
It's like
they cut
you
something
mutilate
off.
the genitalia. That's like
Yeah,
female
that's
circumcision.
horrible.
Stitching it in Africa and stuff. That's what they do.
No. That is female. That's genital
Genital
mutilation.
mutilation.
That's
No,
like
I
a
think
different.
they do stitch it because, like, even in childbirth.
How do you have sex afterwards and enjoy
it?
it?
Heals. It heals. Like, even in childbirth, after childbirth they give like
No,
an
I'm not
extra
gonna
couple.
enjoy porn again. I'll be thinking about that woman who has
Then
stitched up her hoo-ha.
don't encourage people to have children. Like women, like for me, both times when I gave birth, they snipped and then they sewed.
I've been savvy to a lot of conversations in women's groups where they are not comfortable with their husband or partner watching porn.
But why? Like, is
I
it an
suppose maybe if the guys are actually viewing it as okay, my wife needs to like kind of rise up to this standard,
No,
then
but this is
I
just-
understand
no,
the
but this is-
insecurity.
I think
No,
it's
but
more
this is-
insecurity. I
but
think
this-
it's more
Yeah.
insecurity.
But this was, I mean, I know about these posts that you're talking about because I think we're both in the same groups, and this
Yeah.
is not even like, oh, he watched porn and he wants me to be like that. This is like, oh no, I found porn and suggestive pictures on his laptop.
They feel like the man is cheating on them.
Or
they
thinks
feel-
that they are
yeah,
not.
that how dare he have some other form of pleasure than them.
But I think an interesting way to handle that situation is the woman herself should start or give the impression to her husband that she's watching porn as well and see how he reacts. I think if he's okay with it, then you have nothing to worry about.
He might actually
If
be
he's
excited by it.
Yes.
I don't think men
I
have a
suppose
problem
so.
with
I
women being
suppose
okay
so.
with porn because they're waiting for women to be okay with porn.
I suppose
I
so.
think that's their biggest problem is that women treat it like
Don't,
such a
okay.
big issue. I mean, you don't feel insecure watching porn. Your boyfriend is
No,
okay
I
with
don't
it.
actually because I know that he doesn't view them as people. It's just some
movie.
Yeah, like
Entertainment.
there's no connection to it.
But the
It's
question
just
is
just
this.
watch this to jerk off. It's just boobs and tits and vagina and dick. Like
Do you all have these conversations with your girlfriends?
my
What
close girlfriends, yes, I do. Like we kind of talk about stuff. We sort of send each other stuff also when we're like, oh, check this out. Like
Okay.
how does he do that or how does she do that? However, in general, I've noticed girls get kind of uncomfortable. Like especially at work, I tend to bring up sex a lot, right? So mostly the guys are okay to talk about it, but the girls they just remain mum.
I think if we normalize the conversation around porn and
Not
we
even
say
porn,
we tell
sex,
yeah,
yeah, I agree with
sex
you,
sex is yes definitely, but even pornography, that if you actually stop treating it like such a taboo and such a bad thing, that even the industry itself might start self-monitoring
Altering
and
their-
start
yeah.
stop doing things that are obviously dangerous or endangering lives, to sort of have more control over how it's done. You're not victimizing women, you're actually getting consent from actresses, and they are being taught to take care of themselves. And you know, if I guess if it is, sex is one of the biggest industries and the oldest industries in the world, right? So there's no point in us like putting our head in the sand and pretending it doesn't
doesn't
happen.
exist, yeah.
When we have conversations, we can engage in constructive discussion. We can see how we can better things for women. If this is a problematic industry, it is only open conversations that will help us move forward and make it better for us, whilst not taking away the pleasure of women
Of
as
it,
well.
yeah.
I mean, if there are women taking pleasure in porn, then we need to make porn pleasurable for everyone.